Welcome to another episode of Doc's Transition Classroom, being filmed right here in the heart of Space Coast, Florida, Brevard County at the Voice Hub, an organization that we've created to help small businesses create their voice and communicate it to the world to grow their revenue, to grow their profitability, to increase their longevity. In this video, I want to start a dialogue. So for the last 6 years, my team of pipe hitters and I at Vets to PM have been helping thousands of military members transition out of service and into meaningful, lucrative post-service careers in what? HR, project management, general management and or entrepreneurship, right? And cybersecurity management. Regarding the PM field, though, I'd like to get some feedback from you, our client, corporate America. The veterans are our customers. We serve them in their professional development needs. But once we've produced the credentialed, educated, experienced, translated, a project manager, HR manager, cyber manager, entrepreneur that can present to you and get hired successfully because they're talking in the targeted languages that you understand, project management, cybersecurity management, general management, etc. We kind of have gotten stuck on the project management thing. And so I just wanted to shoot this video and post it on social media and see what y'all in corporate America thought. Here's basically the premise. We are seeing some phenomena in corporate America that is kind of creating a sea change. First, we know that the pendulum is swinging from education, i.e. a degree, to the pendulum is moving towards now professional credentials, certificates, badges, micro badges, whatever, okay? I don't have 4 years speed to prove that you can do what I'm hiring you to do. I need you done in like 4 weeks or whatever it is, okay? So that's one factor kind of contributing to this. And what is this? Is the hiring conversation in or around project management and project managers changing in your organizations at all? So let me build up and get there, but that's the overarching question that I'd like you to respond to below in the comments. Phenomenon one, we're seeing a preference now for credentials over education, okay? Degrees. Number two, with the rise of that, we're seeing traditional type methods such as predictive. So we're going to plan a lot of the project up front. We're going to organize all the resources. We're going to build the team. We're going to identify all the stakeholders. We're going to try and take all the risk. And then we're going to move out and build this thing and test this thing. And then we're going to deliver it. Very predictive. We're seeing a rise in what is called agile. So instead of planning a lot of the scope up front, all of this scope planning, and then doing, and then testing and delivering, and then closing the project, a lot of industries are now doing things in a very agile manner. And it's really a mindset, which means what? Involve the customer, fail fast, learn stuff and know what you know because you ran into it or had to solve it empirically. That's called agile. Okay, so we plan a little bit, do a little bit, show it to the customer, get some feedback, which we incorporate into our next planning session, which we execute, which we get some more feedback. We plan the project schedule and develop the scope in a very incremental, emergent fashion that includes customer feedback. Okay? So what I mean is, if the hiring conversation used to be, hey, are you a project manager? That's what we're looking for. Yes, I'm a project manager. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, cool. Tell me how you manage the scope and stakeholders and whatever. The language, the dialect of predictive project management was constraining us. Now I think, based on what we've seen in the industry, I think corporate America, the conversation is changing a wee bit. Are you a project manager? Yeah, I'm a project manager. What kind of project management experience do you have? What kind of credentials do you have to validate that project management experience? Okay, because there's literally, like, fundamentally, there's three archetypal ways to plan a project. We can plan it predictively, we can plan it agilely, or we can plan it some degree of each, right? Which is what we call hybridly. Okay, so maybe we create a work breakdown structure to represent the scope graphically, and then we put it on a Gantt chart, right? Which is typically a predictive depiction of a schedule. Okay. So the conversation now is, well, what credential and what, and if that's the case, if the conversation is changing, it's evolving, okay? Based on this very product-oriented, market-oriented, competitive landscape that the gig economy has created. If that's the case, are you a project manager isn't really a deep enough question to capture all the nuance anymore, is it? Just based on these couple trends. We need to know what type of experience you have. That's why at Vets to PM, we've created a suite of products, training products, that we use in our DoD-approved SkillBridge program to train guys and gals coming out of uniform and into civilian workforce. We train them in a program that has three components. The first component is an actual portfolio of legitimate project experience, 3 to 6 months, in which we run them through the paces. They plan and deliver projects predictively, agilely, and hybridly. We force them to by presenting different scopes and producing different roles. Okay, here, the sponsor now, Predictive, is a product owner now in this second project. So they have a portfolio of legitimate project management experience, and it's the full meal deal. I like to call them a multi-purpose project manager. They also have a predictive credential. We currently like the PMP. Why? Because at least in North America, that's kind of still the gold standard. It's about getting our veteran guys and gals meaningful, lucrative post-service careers. And you help us do that, corporate America. We can't do it without you, so we sure appreciate your support. They also have an agile credential. We currently like Scrum.org's PSM. Why? It's the most rigorous, and the Scrum methodology that it represents was created by a guy named Ken Schwaber, who was one of the original guys, original 17, who created the agile mindset that started all this in 2007. So the conversation, we think, is evolving into, are you a project manager? And that definition has now changed. Are you someone that is capable, that is planning and delivering a project, however the team, the project manager, the stakeholders, the organization are capable of delivering and supporting, and whether the scope is fuzzy or not? Is it well understood? If so, we can scope a lot of it, plan a lot of it up front. If not, we can't. We got to do it some other way. So please, in the comments below, let us know what you think, corporate America. Is the hiring conversation about are you a PM or not changing? And what is the impact? Do you announce for specific types of PM experience? Do you announce for specific types of credentials? Does a PM credential matter to you at all? If so, which ones do you like the most? Hey, Eric, we don't like the PMP, we're migrating to this, or whatever. Let us know below so that we can keep training our military veterans in congruence with what you need, corporate America. That's why we exist, to help veterans achieve meaningful, lucrative post-service careers, which we can't do unless you have those careers available to them. Thanks. We'll see you over at vets2pm.com, and we look forward to your comments below the video. Thanks. Cheers.